the rocks and the sand, but I'm going to do this differently and I hope you like it. So we've probably all seen the little question where we've got a glass jar and we've got to get the rocks and the sand into the jar. So we've got this pile of dry sand from the beach and we want to fit that and the rocks into the jar. And the question is, in which order should you put them into the jar? And the way it goes is that you should put the rocks in first, because the rocks are the big important things, by the way, and the sand is all the urgent, small, hassly stuff you have to do. So the idea is, if you put the rocks in first, the sand can then filter down between the rocks and you can fit everything in. And that makes sense, except in real life you can't do that because the sand is urgent. And if you do all the important things first, you'll be in trouble, because some of those urgent things, those emails, those phone calls, those interruptions, will bite you. So what a lot of people do is they do the urgent stuff first. And their plan is that they will just do all the urgent stuff first and then put the rocks in. Now clearly if you do that, if you do all the urgent stuff first, the rocks won't fit in. And something that they don't often tell you is that the sand is actually a magic, ever-replenishing pile that you'll never finish. So if you try to clear all your emails before you do any thinking and planning to big important things, you'll never get there because you'll never finish all your emails, all the little stuff, because it keeps coming in. So you'll just end up with a jar like this that's completely full of urgent stuff. And we've all had days like that where we drive home thinking, where did today go? I've just got nothing to show for it. And that's the feeling of having spent the whole day on stuff that was urgent but not important. So what do we do? How do we combine dealing with the urgent stuff but also getting the occasional important thing done? And the answer is to alternate them. So this is the answer. What you should do is you should come into work, have a quick look at your inbox and see what's going on at work, what are the problems, perhaps a bit of management by walking about, and just deal with the most urgent stuff straight away. Then put a rock in. Put something important in and say, I'm going to spend half an hour or perhaps a whole hour doing this important thing. And that might be planning for the future, improving a system, getting to the bottom of a repeating problem, talking to some customers about how they feel about the product or service you're offering. It might be training somebody up so you could delegate to them. It might be a bit of self-development. But whatever it is, you put a rock in your day and you say everything else will have to just damn well wait till I finish this, because things can wait half an hour in most jobs, unless you work in accident and emergency or something. Things can wait half an hour. So then, after you've done that really important and useful rock, you then do some more sand. And this is all the stuff that's either been waiting all morning or has just come in. Then, perhaps in the afternoon, you put another rock in. And again, you just say the urgent stuff will just have to damn well wait for half an hour. And then finally, you finish off with a bit more urgent stuff that's either been waiting all day or has just come in. So then when you look at your finished day, you think, well, actually, I've handled all the urgent stuff, but also I've made some progress. I put a couple of rocks in my diary and I did those, and that was good. So that's how I think you should approach the sand and the rocks. I don't agree with just doing all the rocks first. I don't agree with trying to get rid of all the sand before you do a rock. I think you should alternate them.